what is up? So as usual, we are going to jump right into it. We're doing biceps and back today. I just want to clarify something before we dive into the workout, that we were going to be doing a bicep compound set, superset with a compound back set. So all that's saying is a compound set is 2 exercises that are back to back working the same muscle group, whereas a superset typically is an agonist-antagonist set working opposite muscle groups. So in the fitness world, and I'm so guilty of this too, we loosely use the word superset just because it's easy to understand. Doesn't mean it's wrong, but I just wanted to clarify that in this video so you don't get confused going, wait, what's a compound set? What's a superset? So this workout will be quick because there is no rest. We are going to go right from biceps to back, biceps to back, biceps to back, all the way through to maintain a level heart rate and get in, get out, because I don't have time for 2-hour gym workouts. This baby definitely doesn't want to be in there for 2 hours, unless that is totally your thing. As always, I will try to show modifications for both my pregnant mamas and people that aren't pregnant and want a great workout. Trying to balance that lifestyle right now is a lot more difficult than I anticipated. I want to share my pregnancy journey, but yet I also want to keep it fitness oriented, and I'm getting both sides of the equation. So bear with me as I try to figure that out, and let's get off to this workout. I hope you guys enjoy. Go ahead and do this thing down there. Tell your friends, and yeah, I will see you at the gym.
So I first want to start off by saying I am so sorry about the lighting in this whole entire video. The gym was actually a lot more packed than I expected it to be, and this was the only place in the gym that wasn't swarming with people, which is such a good thing for the New Year's, but it dampened my filming day. So that window right next to me is really making the lighting difficult, so I apologize. But we are going to start off with shoulder dislocations just to get the shoulders mobile and working and warmed up. Then we're going to start off with scapular pull-ups. If you are pregnant, please do not feel the need that you need to jump up there. Use a box or use the assisted pull-up machine to do these exercises if you do not feel comfortable hanging. It is always okay to use help, and that goes for anybody for that matter. You're going to do circles forward, circles backward, and then regular scapular pull-ups. These are so important just for stability and all those teeny tiny muscles in our back and shoulders that are stabilizing, especially in that rotator cuff. To start off this bicep and back workout, we are going to start off with 10 bicep curls facing away from the cable machine. Make sure you are using a weight that's challenging enough, but not so challenging that you need to use momentum to pull the cable up. Again, we want slow and controlled movements, actually targeting the biceps rather than other muscles that are aiding in the movement because it's too heavy. Then you're going to turn around and do biceps facing the cable. The reason being is during this whole entire workout, we are going to be stressing our muscles at different angles. And when you stress them at different angles, you are going to have a much better benefit at creating stress and tearing those micro tears in those muscles, therefore creating more gain, strength, etc. Then we are going to superset it with this compound back set. So you're going to pull to your chest. If you feel uncomfortable sitting on the ground, you can go ahead and stand up during this or sit and do a cable row. It's going to be just as effective. I like sitting down because I feel I can engage my muscles better. You're going to perform 10 reps to your chest, and then you're going to perform 10 reps to your face, pulling those elbows directly to your side and squeezing at the very end of it to really engage. You're going to repeat this superset 3 times. Then we're going to go into single bicep curls with the cable placed at the bottom of the rack. Make sure that you are slow and controlled. If you are leaning to one side, the weight is too heavy. You should be able to stand upright and tall, pulling, and only thing moving would be your forearm. Then you're going to place the cable at shoulder height. I placed it way too high, and conform another single arm bicep curl. Again, keeping that arm level. The only movement is happening through your elbow and making sure you're constricting at the top of the movement. On the eccentric part, make sure it's slow and controlled. I am also working on diaphragmatic breathing there. When I diaphragmatic breathe, I am exhaling on the concentric part of the motions where I'm curling and inhaling on the eccentric part. This is also going to help engage my transverse abdominis and really help protect my core during this pregnancy. This kind of breathing is also so important even if you aren't pregnant to help establish a functional core. Then we're going to superset that with cable crossovers. The first one's going to be standing. Again, choose a weight that is okay for you. That was way too heavy for me to actually feel the movement, so I lightened up the weight. And this exercise is really hard to feel sometimes those real delts functioning. So I always like to think about pulling my hands as far apart to the opposite ends of the wall, and your wrist will not pass your shoulders. Slow and controlled, really trying to focus on the movement and feeling the right muscles engage. Then you're going to do the same movement, but you're going to keep your elbows bent. I always try to think about doing the same movement, pulling my elbows as far away from each other and pinching a dime in between my two shoulder blades. Then you're going to go right into seated cable crossovers, and you're going to do the exact same movement, pulling back, keeping your elbows parallel and pinching as if something was in between your shoulder blades. This exercise is a lot harder than it looks, and it burns, but push through it. 10 reps of each, and this is going to be a repeated superset of 3 times. So you'll do the bicep curls, which is a compound set superset with the crossover. To finish off our workout, we are going to finish off with this last superset. We are going to do this bicep series. So you're going to perform a supine bicep curl, diagonal bicep curl, lateral bicep curl with a crossover, and then you're going to go into a hammer curl. So you're going to go regular, diagonal, side, crossover. That is considered 1 rep doing it in the supine hand position and the hammer position. The reason we are doing different hand position is we're going to be targeting different heads of our biceps, the long and short head, and we're going to kind of do a burnout session here. Again, choose a weight where you don't feel that you need to rock to lift the weight, and also choose a weight that's going to be challenging enough where you're struggling towards the end. You're going to do a total of 3 reps. Again, that would be 6 reps if you count the hammer curl and the supine curl, but I like to simplify it as the hammer curl and the supine curl is one rep. I will also write it in the description box like I always do, so make sure at the end of the workout, if you get confused, you can screenshot it in the description box of exactly what you need to do. Then we're going to finish off with back extensions. Because we worked a lot of our upper back, we want to target the lower back just to help balance things out. Again, my stomach is not being squished, my baby's not being squished, my thighs are on the bench. So you're going to perform 10 normal reps, keeping a neutral spine, which is super important that we don't place extra stress on that spinal cord. Then you're going to do 10 side-to-side crunches. Those really help target stubborn areas on the back that are hard to tone up. Then you're going to do 10 side-to-side dips that are going to work the same area. Remember to pull your transverse in to support that lower back. Then you're going to finish off with 10 pulses. If you have lower back issues, I highly recommend just doing Supermans on the ground, laying on your belly and arching to modify this exercise. I hope you guys enjoyed this workout, and I will see you next time.